Hello everyone, my name is Jennifer and welcome to Best Kept Plans. Today's video is going to be a cash envelope stuffing for the paycheck that I received on April 9th, 2026 using my Budget by Paycheck workbook from the Budget Mom. If you're interested in seeing that, please stick around. We are all zoomed in for this cash envelope stuffing. I have my cash envelope breakdown here. I don't know what I was thinking when I put this together, but I used blue pen and I never use blue pen in anything. So I'm like trying not to let this bother me, but it's bothering me. I do have all of my cash here on the left. We have hundreds up top, fives and singles down below that you cannot see clearly because I'm so zoomed in. And we're going to start out talking about my emergency fund. I do have an established emergency fund account at my credit union, but at the end of every pay period, if I have any unused cash from my variable expenses, I will take it and put it into this emergency fund envelope. Once I hit $1,000, I take it, I deposit it into my emergency fund account, I start a new envelope, and we keep on rocking and rolling. With my last pay period, I was able to put $153 into this envelope, which means we should have $536 to count right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 450, 470, 490, 510, 530, 535, 536. We are going to pull the cash out for my variable expenses, only two of which are listed here. I do not pull out my food in cash. So for gas, we have $50 and we're pulling that out in a $50 bill. And then for miscellaneous, we should be pulling out 150 and 150, but I did actually spend some money from this envelope already. I'm filming this on Saturday, the 11th, but on Friday, I did spend some money. So we really only have 103 in this envelope. I spent $47. So I'm putting that aside. And then we're going to move on to my sinking funds, starting with my final 2026 sinking fund that has not reached goal yet, but is reaching goal today. That is car insurance and taxes, which is getting 158 in a $100 bill, a $50 bill, a $5 bill, and three singles. And those were my only five and only singles. So now we are basically looking at all of the cash that I have left. I'm going to count this up quickly. 150, 155, 56, 57, 158. And then with this deposit, we should have $37.50 in this envelope. Now, I do have an established sinking fund account at my credit union. And so a bunch of the cash from this envelope is already in there. So I do have some placeholders, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 in placeholders, which means we should have $750 in cash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 650, 700, 720, 30, 35, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, $3,750 total. Now we're going to be moving on to my rolling sinking fund, starting with giving, getting $50 in a single $50 bill. And with this deposit, should have $640 in this envelope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 556, 620, 640. Next, we have home maintenance getting $100 in a single $100 bill. And with this deposit, should have $6,900, but 6,000 of that is in my sinking fund account. So we have a 5,000, 6,000 placeholders, and then we should have 900 in cash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 6,900. Next, we have baby getting $20 in a single $20 bill, and with this deposit should have $2,060, but 2,000 of that is in my sinking fund account. So we have 1,000, 2,000 in placeholders, and should have $60 in cash, 20, 40, 50, 60. Next, we have travel, which I'm starting to try and build back again. So we are doing 350 in $300 bills and a $50 bill, which is our last 50. And with this deposit, we should have $2,450 in this envelope. So I have 1,000, 2,000 in placeholders, and we should have 450 in cash. 1, 2, 3, 400, 2,450 total. Next, we have personal, which is getting $20 in my last $20 bill. And with this deposit, should have $716. Definitely going to be getting some use out of this in the next few months between getting a pedicure, my hair trimmed, and a couple of other things. So it's exciting that I have this cash ready for some stuff that I'm planning on doing personally, self-care wise over the next few months. So 716 is what we should have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 556, 650, 670, 690, 700, 710, 15, 716. And lastly, we have car maintenance, which we bumped up to $100. So it's getting our last $100 bill. Now, since my last pay period, I have spent out of this envelope. So right now we should have $1,579, but 1,000 is in my sinking fund account. So we should have 579 in cash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 550, 570, 575, 76, 77, 78, 15, 79 total. And with that, we are done with this cash envelope stuffing. I know that this was kind of a shortened video, but around this time of year when we're really left with only my rolling sinking funds, things do kind of slow down a little bit in terms of these cash envelope stuffings. If you have any questions or comments about the way that I budget, the products that I use, please do not hesitate to ask a question down below. And as always, everyone, please be safe. Bye-bye.